What's going on, guys? It's Cole, and welcome to the final week of the regular season of Season 11. So this week, we go up against the Mid-Valley Meowths. So let's take a look at our team before we get into the battle. So we are bringing a bulkier set of Dragalge, except without choice specs. This one's with a Life Orb and Terra Ground with Sludge Wave. So it's 252 in HP, 100 in defense, 155 in special attack, because he has a lot of physical attackers. So I decided to go physical defense instead. So anyway, moving on down, we have the return of Tank Chomp, because obviously Life Orb Garchomp on this team isn't necessary. Tank Chomp works better with our team. So we have Garchomp, Rough Skin, Habon Berry for Gouging Fire, 252 in HP, 4 in attack, 176 plus in defense, minus in special attack, 72 in special defense, and 4 in speed, with Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Spikes, and Dragon Tail. So then we have Tornadus-Therian with the Rocky Helmet, U-Turn, Hammer Arm for Kingambit, Knockoff in Bleak Wind, 204 in HP, minus in attack, 128 in defense, and 176 plus in speed. And then we have Electrode, who is just here for damage. So we have Terra Blast, which we're not going to click, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Discharge, Choice Specs, and Terra Electric. 252 in special attack. That 142 in special defense, I changed it before the battle to 142 in physical defense, because he has more physical attackers than special. And then it's 116 plus in speed. And next, you are not seeing things. We have Choice Band Volbeat with Terra Fighting and Terra Blast to one-shot a non-fully defensive Kingambit. Because Volbeat is the only member of our team that does not have a kill. So I figured, you know what? I'm in top 4 now. So even if I lose this because of it, that's fine. But I want Volbeat to get a kill, and the easiest target was Kingambit. So if he doesn't bring it, I will be very sad. Because as you can see, over here on the right, I expect him to bring it. And that's the only reason I'm bringing Choice Band Volbeat. But so we have U-Turn, Fighting Terra Blast, Brick Break in case we're not terastallized and we need to hit it, and Thunder Wave just in case. In case we haven't clicked an attack yet and Kingambit's dead. And Vikavolt's not on the field. So it's max HP, max plus an attack, 4 defense, minus in special attack, so Adamant Nature. And then we have Pecharunt, Black Sludge. It's literally the same set as last week, except I swapped special defense for physical defense. Because again, he has more physical attackers. Which means this thing is tanky as all get out. But anyway, let's get into the battle. Alright, so as we can see, he has brought most of what I thought. He brought Gouging Fire, Kingambit, Ogerpon-Cornerstone, Vikavolt, Azumarill, but instead of Mienshao, he brought Cryogonal. So I'm expecting that thing to have Rapid Spin. So we lead off with Garchomp, as he leads off with Vikavolt. So he has a very free Sticky Web, as I have very free Stealth Rock and Spikes. So I get my rocks up, he gets his webs off. I go for a layer of spikes. He hits us with a soft energy ball. I go for a Dragon Tail. As he goes into Cryogonal, who doesn't have boots. So I'm thinking That's weird. But I'm just going to play it like it does have Rapid Spin. So Ogerpon heals some health with Horn Leech. As I just Dragon Tail it out and go, we go into Vikavolt. I know it can't kill me. And of course I miss Dragon Tail. So I decide to get up another layer of spikes. As Vikavolt will knock out Garchomp with Energy Ball. And heal itself with leftovers. And as you can see, he did forget to set his Terras. So honestly, if he had asked there if we could, I would have swapped and just been like, okay, let's just do the same plays and hope that we get the same results as before. But he never asked, so I was just like, okay, whatever. So I go into Dragalge. So there was a 50-50 where I could either go for Draco or Sludge Bomb or a Poison move. As he Vultures out, he can either go into Azumarill in hopes that I'm going for Draco, or Kingambit in hopes that I go for a Poison move. So I go for Sludge Wave. As he goes into Kingambit. So obviously Sludge Wave does nothing. So he sets up a sub. So I don't want to bring in Volbeat yet. So I go into Electrode. So I can break his sub. I know I can take a Sucker Punch. So I break his sub with Volt Switch, and now I can go into Volbeat. And like I said, I'm like, he is not going to see this coming. So I click Terra Blast, and Volbeat gets its first kill of the season 11. So good job, Volbeat. I'm proud of you. Considering I was expecting to drop you the first week free agency, and the fact that you're still here is a pretty good sign. So he goes out into Azumarill. But at this point, I'm like, Volbeat, you got your kill. You can go down now. But I'm like, so I go for a Terra Blast to 21%. As Azumarill goes for a Belly Drum. Okay. And also the fact that I have no investment in speed, and yet I outsped Azumarill. I forget what Volbeat's base speed is. So he takes out Electrode with an Aqua Jet, but I did that so he'd be damaged by Aftermath. So he takes Pecharunt down to 39% of its health with one Aqua Jet, with a crit anyway. As we kill it with Hex, Cryogonal comes in, dies to rocks. So he goes into Ogerpon, who is on very low health. I'm pretty sure an Ivy Cudgel won't kill me, so I go for a recover. Ivy Cudgel doesn't kill me, We heal a good chunk of health. Like I said, max defense Pecharunt is a tank. Stomping Tantrum doesn't kill us. It does the exact same amount of damage as Ivy Cudgel. That time it does less. So then Ogerpon dies to a Hex. Gouging Fire comes out. Booster boosts its photosynthesis, boosts its attack. He goes for a Dragon Dance. I Malignant Chain. We don't get the poison. Dragon Claw does nothing, and Pecharunt gets its 4th KO of the battle. No, 3rd? Gouging Fire, Ogerpon, Azumarill. Sorry, 3rd. Vikavolt comes out. And even though I have no special defense investment, I have HP investment. So this thing's not going to kill me. I click Malignant Chain. We get the poison and the confusion. It immediately hurts itself. So I go for a Hex. So we knock out Vikavolt. We win game 1 with 4 remaining. So I will see you guys in game 2. Alright, so game 2, we lead off with Volbeat. He leads off with Cryogonal. So just in case, I decide to go for a Brick Break. I doubt he's going to stay out. So he switches into Vikavolt, so Brick Break will do nothing. So I switch into Garchomp, because I know exactly what's going to happen. He sets up webs. He's going to expect me to set up Stealth Rocks, so I'd go for a Dragon Tail instead. I guarantee he's going to hard swap into Cryogonal, which he does, and we get an unfortunate crit on the Cryogonal, so it's basically dead to Stealth Rocks when it comes in. So Energy Ball does a small amount. We get off another. We go for a Dragon Tail. Cryogonal dies to rocks, as I said. I found out later on that it was actually just Terra Ice and Choice Scarfed, so it didn't have Rapid Spin. He said he's barely brought Rapid Spin all season. So Azu comes out. Apparently I was having trouble spelling Cryogonal there. But anyway, I'm sure he's gonna try to set up, so I go for the not for the Aqua Jet, you idiot, for the Earthquake. He eats a Citrus Berry. I don't think an Aqua Jet will kill me. It does not, so Earthquake knocks out Azumarill. Obviously, I knew I wasn't going to kill Vikavolt, so I just decided to get up a layer of spikes. So he terrors into an Electrode type as we go for U-turn, doing almost 50% of the health that he had. We're doing over 50%. So I go for Sludge Wave. As I Terra Ground, so I'm immune to the Thunderbolt. As we knock out Vikavolt with Sludge Wave. With a critical hit Sludge Wave, that is. So Ogerpon comes out and just knocks out Dragalge with Horn Leech. So we go into Tornadus, who does over 50% of his health, Ogerpon's health with Hammer Arm, as Tornadus dies to a critical hit Ivy Cudgel. So that wasn't great. So we go into Pecharunt as Ogerpon goes for a U-turn. As he goes into Kingambit, but I go into Volbeat, who immediately gets one shot by an Iron Head. That crits. So here I was like, uh-oh. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. So we go into Electrode, who gets taken down to like 19% by a Sucker Punch. So I go into Pecharunt, expecting another one. And here's where I have to play tricky. So expecting another sucker, I go for a Fake Tears, but he just goes for an Iron Head. So I go for a Recover. Ogerpon switches in. I go for a Hex. Ivy Cudgel doesn't do much, as Pecharunt gets another knockout with Hex. Gouging Fire comes out. And as we see, not having a hazard removal when your opponent has rocks and spikes is not a good idea. We get the poison off as he just goes for a Dragon Dance. I go for a Recover. He goes for a Flare Blitz as we heal up, and he will die to the poison. Pecharunt gets another KO. And all that's left is Kingambit, who goes down to 19 health from the hazards. I go into Electrode. He fails a sub. Sucker Punch comes off, and because of Aftermath, he dies, so we win with one Pokemon remaining. So we finish off Season 11's regular season with 7 wins and 3 losses. So, see you guys in playoffs. Later.